What is good, people? Zaldin Palantir here to give you a review of Bleach chapter 542. Really refreshing chapter and good chapter from the Naruto chapter we had this week. It was really refreshing to read this after reading that. I really did enjoy this chapter. Let's get into it. I mean, it was a really short chapter, but at the same time, it was impactful and it did give us some information. And the thing I like the most about this chapter is it gave us things to speculate off of. It really gave us a lot of food for thought for this week, which is really good, in my opinion, even though it was only 17 pages long, or less. And I think it was like around 15, 14 pages. Anyways, the first thing that happened, obviously, was the inner dialogue between Ichigo and Zangetsu, how he was just thanking Zangetsu for all he's done for him, and that was really just great to look at, but it wasn't really the meat of this chapter. The meat of this chapter, I would say, is seeing Ichigo's zanpakuto, the new Zangetsu, the new and improved Zangetsu, a dual wield, which is really one short katana and one kind of long katana, and it looks badass. It looks really badass. So now there were 3 dual wields on Zanpakuto we know of course, Kyoraku, Ukitake, and now Ichigo, which is I mean, hey, I really love these dual wields on Zanpakuto. I think they look a lot cooler than the others on Zanpakuto out there, of course. And Ichigo's looks the coolest out of them all, honestly. I really like the fact that Kubo gave Ichigo a really good, respectable looking Zanpakuto. I mean, aesthetically, like just looking at it, looks fucking badass. It was really badass. 2 swords. I mean, it was just great. I really want to know what it can do, you know, its abilities. I hope it's not just Getsuga Tensho spam. This is what I was saying, you know, this chapter really gives us a lot to look forward to, what the Bankai is going to look like, what exactly it can do once again. I mean, if it has a badass ability, it's just going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. I think it's really cool how his sword, to cool it, the Ryatsu down after it was forged, it dried up the whole ocean. It was just amazing. It was an amazing transformation, amazing sequence, and an amazing sword once it was actually shown in the summon. Then the second part of this chapter, really the other beefy thing that happened, everything else was kind of irrelevant, or it was in the dialogue or something like that, was Juhabak and the Stern Raiders. Oh my goodness. He had a talk with them. He said he has some new information for them. Now, there are 2 main things, or maybe 3, that I could see this new information being comprised of. One, it could be information about Soul Society in general, or the Soul King, something else pertaining to their goals. 2, which is what I want it to be, something related to Uryu, Ishida, or Ryuken. Something related to them, because we really need a lot more information on what Uryu's doing. Of course, I really want to know what he's up to. The third thing could be something about Ichigo himself. Juhabak could have some kind of inner link still to Ichigo, and he could tell that Ichigo's made his transformation, and that could have some kind of link to Juhabak's plans. But of course, at this point, it's just speculation. We really have no idea what's going on, what's going to happen, what's happening in terms of the Stern Ritter. And I think that's really cool. One other thing I want to mention before I end this is Aizen. Aizen's going to be a really big factor for this arc, I think, because we don't know his Bankai yet. And of course, he's going to get free, but what is his agenda going to be? He can either be an independent sort of guy who does his own, pushes his own agenda. He can help Bob, which I really doubt or don't think is going to happen. Or he can actually help Soul Society, which is one other possibility. But we really haven't seen enough from Aizen in this arc, other than when he turned down Jukebox requests. So really all we've seen from Aizen. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Zaldin Palantir. Again, really short Bleach chapter, but I think it was really good, and it was really refreshing from the Naruto chapter once again. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Talk to you guys later.